Yes, good afternoon, students. So now I am discussing 1 mark questions. Okay, 1 mark questions I am going to discuss about. The question starts, that is statement ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು why, how ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಆ ತರ questions. Why and how. Okay, so from the first lesson, Francisco de Almeida implemented blue water policy. Why? Okay, so the answer is to establish supremacy over sea. And Portuguese power decline in India. Why? Because the answer is due to arrival of English and French. And Dutch limited themselves to spice-rich islands. Why? The answer is unable to face competition from English and French. Then the British gained political control over India to protect their business interests. How? By introducing the dual government by Robert Clive. Then Raghoba approached the English. Why? The answer is the Maratha Federation brought Madhavrao II of Narayan Rao to the post of Peshwa. Then Maratha Federation entered the Salbai Agreement. Why? The answer is unable to sustain the war with the British. So the expansion of British Empire in India was easier after the arrival of Lord Wellesley. Why? The answer is the powerful states of Marathas and the Mysore had become weak. Then Lord Wellesley brought subsidiary alliance in India. Why? So in order to bring the Indian states under control. So in 1802, the Peshwa appealed for help from the British. Why? Or the question may be asked like this: the Peshwa entered the subsidiary alliance by accepting the Treaty of Bassein. Why? The answer is the army of Holkar defeated the army of Scindia and Peshwa. Then Lord Wellesley resigned from his post and returned to England. Why? Because his battle thirstiness increased the financial burden on the company. Then the opposition were led by the Chatta Singh Atariwala and Mool Raj. Why? The answer is the British attempts to rule Punjab directly. Then British employed war and negotiation methods cleverly. Why? In order to achieve the complete domination in India. So Lord Cornwallis opened Fort William College in Calcutta. Why? Answer is for the benefit of people aspiring to join the civil services. Then only lower grade jobs were given to Indians. Why? The answer is Lord Cornwallis argued all the natives of Hindustan are completely corrupt. Then Lord Cornwallis implemented the permanent zamindari system in Bengal and Bihar regions. Why? So the answer is in order to generate the steady revenue per annum. Then Sangolli Rayana fought for the independence of Kittur. Why? He felt it was his duty to liberate his motherland. Then British shifted Chennamma to Kusugal prison from Bailahongala. Why? So the British thought that the Rayana was being instigated by Rani Chennamma. Then the Bedas of Halagali rebelled against the British. Why? So British asked to surrender their firearms. Then the British put forth the theory of white man's burden. Why? The answer is they believed that it is their duty to civilize Indians as a civilized class of people. Then Dayananda Saraswati declared back to Vedas. Why? So he realized that the remedies to various maladies of India are present in Vedas. So Swami Vivekananda founded Ramakrishna Mission. Why? The answer is in order to spread the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Then Annie Besant was called as Shweta Saraswati. Why? The answer is she translated Bhagavad Gita to English. Then Sri Narayan Guru started Dharma Paripalana Yogam. Why? The answer is in order to address the caste differences. The Indian handicrafts and industries diminished. Why? The answer is due to development of industrialization in England. Then Lord Lytton implemented the Vernacular Press Act. Why? The answer is to curb the independence of the independent press. Then the British employed the divide and rule policy. Why? The answer is to break the unity emerging among the people with the development of nationalism. The next question, the British divided Bengal. Why? The answer is to suppress the anti-British sentiment in Bengal. Then the Raksha Bandhan, the cultural festival, was held in Bengal in 1905. Why? The answer is to bring unity among the Hindus and Muslims. Next question. Most of the refugees from Bangladesh attempted to settle in Bengal. Why? The answer is they knew Bengali language. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is known as Iron Man of India. Why? So he was successful in integrating the princely states to Indian freedom. Then Russia entered an agreement with Germany to stop the war in 1917. Why? The answer is revolution occurred in Russia. So revolution started in Russia. Then the rule of Tsars was called a nationalistic jail. Why? So the answer is the people of Russia were fed up with the administration of Tsars. Then a lot of resistance against the Tsars was started in 1905. Why? So the answer is Japan, a small country from Asia, defeated Russia. Then the USSR disintegrated and the communism collapsed. Why? The answer is the reformation of Gorbachev. And why did Hitler appointed a minister named Goebbels? Answer is to spread the theory of Nazism. Then the rich countries experienced great economic depression during 1930s. Why? The answer is they spend their money on war. Then why did the USA enter the Second World War? So the answer is Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, the military base of USA. Then Russia entered the No-War Pact with the Germany on August 24, 1939. Why? The answer is Russia came under communist rule and expecting an attack by Germany. Then there is a demanding for independent state status in recent days. Why? The answer is the regional inequalities problems has grown to such extents. Then the foreign policy of India is also called as foreign policy of Nehru. Why? The answer is Jawaharlal Nehru managed the foreign policies of India as an external affair minister. Then India advocates for the reduction of arms qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Why? The answer is India, being peace-loving country, advocates disarmament. Then the foreign policy of India opposes imperialism. Why? The answer is India gained its independence from an imperial country. Then India declared its support to Nelson Mandela. Why? Because he opposed the apartheid in South Africa. And next question, a war broke between India and China in 1962. Why? The answer is due to the escalation of Tibetan crisis. Next question. December 10th is an important day in the world history. Why? The answer is Declaration of Human Rights by the General Assembly of UNO. Then the issue of disarmament has become a serious in the present day world. Why? The answer is preparation of the nuclear weapons and bombs. So after 1963, USA and USSR have entered into many bilateral agreements. Why? The answer is to stop the arms race. Next question. The importance of trusteeship council has also got reduced. Why? The answer is the areas depending on the trusteeship have got reduced over a period of time. Then why did IBRD was founded? The answer is to ensure economic progress after the Second World War. Next question. The social stratification is ancient. How? The answer is it is in existence since the birth of human society. Next question. During winter season, the temperature and the humidity are low in India. Why? The answer is the sun rays fall vertically over the southern hemisphere. Next question. In early October, the southwest monsoon starts retreating. Why? The answer is decrease in temperature and increase in pressure. Next question. Soil is a very important natural resources of India. Why? The answer is because agriculture is the main occupation of the people. Then mountain soil are rich in humus and fertile. Why? The answer is they are mostly formed due to the decomposition of organic matter. Then river Damodar was called the sorrow of Bengal. Why? The answer is it was causing devastating flood and damaged crops and human settlements. Next question. Irrigation farming is not found along the west coast of India. Why? The answer is it receives sufficient rainfall. Next question. The tropical deciduous forests are also known as monsoon forest. Why? Because the trees in these forests shed their leaves during the spring and early summer, winter season. And the desert vegetation consists of the scattered trees and the thorny bushes. Why? The answer is on account of scanty or less rainfall. So dry farming is mainly practiced in Peninsular India. Why? The answer is it receives scanty rainfall and irrigation is either absent or limited. Then recently mica export has declined. Why? The answer is synthetic mica is being produced in many countries. And our next question. The people agitated against the Narmada Sarovar Dam under the leadership of Medha Patkar. Why? The answer is the dam would affect the sensitive ecological balance of the river. The next question. The people agitated against the dam in the silent valley of Palghat of Kerala. Why? The answer is the dam threatened the sensitive ecological balance of the silent valley. Next question. The people agitated against the Kaiga nuclear power plant under the leadership of Shivram Karanth. Why? So the answer is vast deforestation and threat of pollution from the radiation would spoil the numerous species and the ecosystem. The next question. The people of Mangalore opposed against the Mangalore refineries and petrochemicals limited. Why? The answer is it discharged harmful chemicals into the sea, threatening the local environment. Then there was a drop in the employment available in agriculture sector. Why? The answer is due to industrialization. Next question. Children mortality rate is more among girl children. Why? The answer is the failure of various nutritional programs devised at the ground level. Next question. Why did the public food distribution system was introduced? The answer is in order to provide the health and security to below poverty line families. And the next question, why child marriages should not be done? The answer is because it is illegal. Then the next question, Mumbai is called the Manchester of India or the Cotton Police of India. Why? The answer is Mumbai as the most popular center for cotton textile industry. Then Bangalore city is called the Silicon Valley of India. Why? The answer is Bangalore is the most important center for Indian software industry. Then iron and steel industry is the basis of all other industries. Why? The answer is many industries depend on iron and steel industry. The next question, the eastern coast of India is more prone to cyclones. Why? The answer is in India, the most of the tropical cyclones develop in the Bay of Bengal region. Then during 1901 to 1921, the population growth was slow. Why? The answer is high death rate was due to diseases, epidemics and lack of medical care. Then during 1921 to 1951, the population growth was moderate. Why? The answer is decline in death rates due to control of epidemics, better health and sanitation. Then during 1951 and 1991, the population growth was high. Why? The answer is fall in death rate and high birth rate. Then the gap between the urban and the rural areas is widening. Why? The answer is though the 60% of the people work in the primary sector, the contribution from this sector to the national income is very less. And the next question, in the developing countries like India, the governments normally prepare deficit budget. Why? The answer is try to spend more to achieve the economic progress. Then globalization creates free trade zone. How? The answer is by removing the import and export duties. Next question, globalization reduces the transportation expenses. How? The answer is through container service in shipping. Next question, due to globalization, the customers are offered a much wider choice of goods and services. How? The answer is by buying the products from the other countries. Next question, the globalization helps to keep the cost down. How? The answer is it creates competition for local firms. And next question, the globalization promotes specialization. How? The answer is countries can begin to specialize in those products that are best in making. Next question, entrepreneurs help to remove the regional disparities. How? The answer is by industrializing the rural and the backward areas. Then entrepreneurs serve as the spark plug in the economy's engine. How? The answer is they activating and stimulating all dynamic activities for the economic progress of a nation. And the next question, in the history of World Consumers Movement, March 15, 1962 is an important day. Why? The answer is US President John F. Kennedy adopted a legislation comprising of the rights of consumers. Okay, so these are all the important questions. That is why and how questions that will come to your exams. Okay, and the next question, what? Okay, so what was the result of Salbai agreement? The answer is Madhva Rao II was named the Peshwa. Then what was the result of the Basin agreement or the treaty? So the Peshwa entered the subsidiary alliance. Then what was the result of Lahore agreement? The answer is the British resident became the de facto ruler of Punjab. And what was the recommendation of Peel? The answer is the military system was redesigned. And the next question, what is the aim of Shuddhi movement? The answer is reconversion of people who had converted to Islam and Christianity from Hinduism back to Hinduism. Then what is Holocaust? The mass killing by Hitler. It is called Holocaust. And the next question, what is inevitable for tackling corruption? The answer is political will and the public support. And what was the aim of SAARC? So faster mutual ties along with the economic progress and cultural progress. And what was the result of migration of workers towards industries? The answer is this led to the overexploitation of workers. Then what is the main reason for child labor? The answer is lack of social environment. And the next question, what is sex ratio? The answer is the number of females for every 1,000 males. And the next, who? So who termed the tax payment received by the British government from the East India Company as criminal tax? Yaar idina heldoru anta? The answer is Edmund Burke. Okay, so once again I repeat the statement. Who termed the tax payment received by the British government from the East India Company as criminal tax? The answer is Edmund Burke. Then who started the ideological non-Brahminical movement? So T.M. Nair and Ayodhya Das. And who explained the drained resources of India into England through drain theory? The answer is Dadabhai Nauroji. Then who tried to reform our foreign policy and tried to have the better relationship with the Pakistan? The answer is Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And who are the leaders responsible for the establishing UNO? The answer is Winston Churchill of UK, the Joseph Stalin of Russia, and the Franklin D. Roosevelt. And who tried to eradicate the practice of carrying the night soil on the head? The answer is the minister, Mr. Basavalingappa. And the next one is statements. So sometimes they give statements. So our statements in a yaar heldaru anta helbeku. So untouchability is a heinous expression of caste system. Who said this athwa who gave this statement anta keldaga? The answer is Gandhiji. And another statement by Gandhiji, untouchability is a leprosy attached to Hindu skin. And the next statement, human society is formed on natural inequalities, and this natural inequality is based on division of labor. So who gave this statement? Plato. Then division of labor creates less skilled workers. Who gave this statement? Karl Marx. Then the world which has arms not only wastes the money, and it also wastes the sweat of laborers and intelligence of scientists and wastes the dreams of children. So who gave this statement? Eisenhower. Then the Indian farmers were born in debt, live in debt, and died in debt due to the land tax policies of the British. Who gave this statement? Charles Metcalfe. Then all the natives of Hindustan are completely corrupt. Who gave this statement? Lord Cornwallis. And Swaraj is my birthright and I shall definitely have it. I shall have it. Who gave this statement? Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Then give me your blood, I will get you Indian independence. So, this statement ಹೇಳಿದವರು Subhash Chandra Bose. Then Hindus and Muslims cannot make one nation. Who gave this statement anta andre Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Then economic development is a process whereby an economist's real income, national income increases over a long period of time. So who gave this statement anta kotre? Professor Mayer and Baldwin. And the economic development is an improvement in the economic welfare. So who gave this statement under? Professor Colin Clark. And development of its villages is the true development of India. Who gave this statement? Mahatma Gandhi. And the next question, articles. So nimige especially political science matte sociology inda so articles anna kodtare. So articles mele ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. So articles, especially it is from political science and sociology. Okay. So in political science, so Article 51, okay, so Article 51 says establishing international peace and cooperation. So Article 51. Then Article 21A. So Article 21A says education is a fundamental right of children. And Article 17. So Article 17 ಏನದು? Prohibition of untouchability. And Article 371J. So the most backward regions of Karnataka giving the special status. Then 73rd Amendment. So especially articles and amendments. So 73rd Amendment ಏನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು? Uniform system of the Panchayat Raj institutions throughout the country. Then 42nd Amendment. So secular and the socialistic words were added in the year 1976. And amendments 86, free and compulsory education to all children between 6 and 14 years. And Article 24, the prohibition of the child labor. Okay. And the next one is the importance of years or the act. Okay. So important years matte act. So December 10th, 1948. So the World Human Rights Day Declaration. Okay. Then October 24, 1945. United Nations Organization was founded. Then January 26, 1920. So Constitution, Indian Constitution was adopted. Then November 1st, 1956. So Vishala Mysore state came into existence. Then September 1st, 1939, the Second World War started with the German occupation of Poland. Then April 1st, 1935, the Reserve Bank of India established and it was nationalized on 1st January 1949. And January 1st, 1995, WTO was established. And July 1st, 2017, GST has been introduced. Then March 15, 1962, the World Consumer Day is celebrated. And 1955, Untouchability Crime Act. Then again, Civil Rights Protection Act in the year 1976. Then 1905 final ಏನಾಯ್ತು, the Japan, a small country from Asia, defeated Russia. Then 1986, the Child Labor Prohibition and the Regulation Act. Then Child Marriage Prohibition Act, it is in the year 2006. Then financial year ಯಾವಾಗ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? So starts on April 1st and ends on March 31st. And the Immoral Human Trafficking Prevention Act 1956. Then Child Helpline, Children Child Helpline 1098. Then Adolescent Labor Prohibition Act 2016. Then Indian Council Act, that is the separate electoral college, that is in the year 1909. Then Indian Government Act, that is the Reserve Bank of India, RBI ಯಾವಾಗ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದೆ? 1935. Then Regulating Act, that is the establishment of the Supreme Court, it is in the year 1773. Then the Indian Council Act or the Policy of Assertion, it is in the year 1861. Then Reorganization of State Commission, it is in the year 1953. Then Consumer Protection Act, it is in the year 1986. And the next one is the important treaties or the agreements. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ treaties ಆಯ್ತು, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು agreements ಗಳಾಗಿದಾವೆ ಅಂತ. So the first Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. Then second Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry. Then the third Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Paris. Then first Anglo-Maratha War ended with the Treaty of Salbar. Then the second Anglo-Maratha War ended with the Treaty of Bassein. And the first Anglo-Mysore War ended with the Treaty of Madras. And the second Anglo-Mysore War treaty ended with the Mangalore. And the third Anglo-Mysore War ended with the Treaty of Srirangpatna. And the Anglo-Sikh War ended with the Treaty of Lahore Agreement. And the First World War ended with the Treaty of Versailles. Okay, so idu nimma important treaties galu nimma book nalli irodu. And the next one is immediate cause. So one the immediate cause, morning I discussed about the first war of Indian independence, that the Royal Enfields were smeared with the fat of cow and pig. That was the immediate cause for the 1857 revolt. Then what was the reason, immediate cause for the First World War? So the immediate cause is the assassination of the Austrian prince by a Serbian. Okay, and immediate cause for the Second World War is the German occupation of Poland on the September 1st, 1939. So ನಿಮ್ಮ book ನಲ್ಲಿ immediate cause ಅಂತ ಇರೋದು ಇದು ಮೂರೇ. And the next one, the successful entrepreneurs ಬಗ್ಗೆ 1 markige. So Pratap Reddy, he established Apollo Hospitals. Then Naresh Goyal, Jet Airways. Then Narayan Murthy, Infosys Technologies. And that was the first Indian company to be listed on NASDAQ. Okay. And the Verghese Kurien, the father of White Revolution. And Amul Milk Products ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಸರು ಬರಬೇಕು. Then Anand Dairy ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, Verghese Kurien. Then Dhirubhai Ambani, Reliance Company. Then Ajim Premji, Wipro Technologies. Then Ekta Kapoor, the queen of television sector at the Balaji Telefilms. Then Kiran Majumdar Shah, Biocon Limited. So successful entrepreneurs ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ 1 markige ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Then climate ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, so the rainfall which occurs in March and April, it is called convectional rainfall. Okay, so a convectional rainfall na Uttar Pradesh ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, it is called Andes. Okay, and in West Bengal it is called Kala Baisakhi, and in Kerala it is called mango showers, and in Karnataka it is called coffee blossoms. Okay, and the next one is, which is the place that has recorded highest temperature in India, andre that is Ganganagar, it is in Rajasthan. Okay, and which is the lowest temperature recorded in India, andre it is Dras. Okay, then which is the heaviest rainfall place in India, andre Mazindram. Then lowest rainfall elli beelodu andre Royli, it is in Rajasthan. Agnapka itkonಡ್ರೆ highest temperature no Rajasthan Ganganagar, lowest rainfall Royli in Rajasthan. Okay, and the coldest month anta yavadanu karitare January. Then Indian climate, it is called as tropical monsoon climate. Okay, then coming to political science, the important headquarters UNO lesson alli one mark ge they may ask headquarters. Okay, so FAO headquarters ellirado Rome, and it was established in the year 1945. And the next one, WHO, so it is in Geneva in the year 1948. And UNESCO, it is in the Paris in the year 1946. And IMF, it is in the New York in the year 1945. Then IBRD, it is in the Washington in the year 1947. And ILO, International Labour Organization, it is in Geneva. Then WTO also, it is in Geneva, World Trade Organization. Then SAARC, it is in Nepal, established in the year 1985. Then UNO, the New York, so in the year 1945. Then Commonwealth of Nations, London in the year 1926. And International Court of Justice, it is in the Netherlands, Hague. And the present Secretary General of UNO, the Antonio Guterres. Okay, then the permanent member of UNO Security Council. So avatte the permanent member of Security Council phrase anta gnapka itkobeku. Okay, so Security Council, so Security Council permanent members phrase ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ರಷ್ಯಾ, ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ, ಚೀನಾ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಈ ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಾರ್ಕ್, ಸೊ ಈ ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದ್ ಕೋಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ, BBMP ಸಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಬಾಂಗ್ಲಾದೇಶ್, ಭೂತಾನ್, ಮಾಲ್ಡೀವ್ಸ್, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, India, Nepal. Okay, so SIN anta ಏನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಕೋಡ್ ಸುಮ್ನೆ BBMP SIN ಅಂತ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ನೇಷನ್: ಬಾಂಗ್ಲಾದೇಶ್, ಭೂತಾನ್, ಮಾಲ್ಡೀವ್ಸ್, ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ್, ಅಫ್ಘಾನಿಸ್ತಾನ್, ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ನೇಪಾಳ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೇಳೋಂತಹ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್. And next it is about population. Okay, so give the meaning of population anta keldaga, the total number of people living in a particular area is called population. Okay, and the next one is the density of population. So give the meaning of density of population anta andaga, so the number of population per square kilometer. Okay, so the number of people living per square kilometer is called density of population. And the most populous state in India, so India nalli ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇರೋ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಅದು ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್. Then the state has the smallest population in India, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರೋ population state, it is Sikkim. Okay, and the highest density of population in India, so density of population ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಬಿಹಾರ್. Then the lowest density of population in India, Arunachal Pradesh. So hange the union territories nalli bandaga highest population ಎಲ್ಲಿರೋದು? It is in Delhi. Then the union territories, the smallest population, it is Lakshadweep. Then the highest density among the union territories, Delhi. And the lowest density among the union territories, Andaman and the Nicobar. So idu Indian population ಬಗ್ಗೆ. And the next one is the titles or the systems. So ಯಾವ systems ಅನ್ನ ಜಾರಿಗೆ ತಂದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಏನೇನ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ. Example, the real founder of Portuguese Empire in India, ಯಾರು? Alfonso de Albuquerque. Then the blue water policy ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ? ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ಕೋ ದಿ ಆಲ್ಮೆಡಾ. Then dual government ಯಾರು introduce ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? Robert Clive. Then subsidiary alliance, it was introduced by Lord Wellesley. Then the doctrine of lapse, it is by Lord Dalhousie. And permanent zamindari system, it is Lord Cornwallis. Then Mahalwali system, R.M. Bade and James Thomson. Then Roytwari system, Alexander Reed. Then harbinger of modern India, ಯಾರಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು? ರಾಜಾರಾಮ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ರಾಯ್. Then ಶ್ವೇತ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರನ್ನು ಕರೆಯೋದು? Annie Besant. Then E.V. Ramaswamy Nayak, he is called as Periyar. Then Iron Man of India, Sri Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Then father of White Revolution or the Milk Revolution, Varghese Kuren. Then Queen of Indian television sector, Ekta Kapoor. Then African Gandhi anta ಯಾರನ್ನು ಕರೆಯೋದು? ನೆಲ್ಸನ್ ಮಂಡೇಲಾ. Then Global Parliament anta ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? General Assembly ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Then Cabinet of UNO anta ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಕರೆಯೋದು? Security of Council. Then the World Bank anta ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಕರೆಯೋದು? So International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD ಅನ್ನ World Bank anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay. Then Exim Bank, it is called Export and Import Bank. Then Sara of Bengal anta ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? River Damodar. Then Sara of Bihar, River Kosi. Then Sara of Orissa, River Mahanadi. And Manchester of India or the Cotton Police of India ಅಥವಾ Gateway of India anta ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಕರೆಯೋದು? Mumbai. Okay. Then Gateway of Karnataka, it is New Mangalore. Then the Queen of Arabian Sea, it is called Kochi. And the spark plug in the economic engine anta ಯಾರನ್ನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Entrepreneur. Then the largest area under the forest, so ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಯಾವುದು? It is Madhya Pradesh. And least area under forest, it is Goa. Then the longest tributary of Ganga river, so it is Yamuna. Then the longest river of South India, it is river Godavari. Then the highest mountain peak of India, that is Mount Godwin Austen. Then the highest mountain peak of the world, Mount Everest. Then the highest mountain peak of the South India, Mount Annemude. And the highest mountain peak of the Aravali range, that is Mount Guru Shikhar. Then the highest mountain peak of the Eastern Ghats, the Mount Armakonda. And Gobind Sagar na ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? The reservoir of the Bakra Nangal. And the Pampa Sagar na ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? The reservoir of the Tungabhadra Dam. Then the Gobind Ballabh Pantasagar, it is called the reservoir of the Rihan Dam. Then the first multi-purpose river valley projects of India, it is Damodar Valley Project. And the highest gravity dam in India, Bakra Dam. Then longest dam in India, it is Hirakud Project. Then biggest multi-purpose river valley project of Karnataka, it is Upper Krishna Project. Then the first labor union established in London is the International Working Men's Association in the year 1864. Then zone of maximum intensity of earthquake. So elli ಜಾಸ್ತಿ earthquake ಆಗೋದು? The Himalayan zone. Then the zone of moderative intensity of earthquake, the Indo-Gangetic zone. So the zone of minimum intensity of earthquake, it is Peninsula zone. Okay. And the next one is ಈಗ consumer educational ಬಂದಾಗ, so ಈ district consumer forum. So district consumer forum ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? It entertains the complaints where the value of goods and services is less than 20 lakhs. Then the state commission anta bandaga, it entertains the complaints of exceeding rupees 20 lakhs but not more than 1 crore. Then the national commission anta bandaga, it shall be disposed of complaints where the claim shall exceed rupees 1 crore. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? And the next one is ಈ definitions ಮತ್ತೆ what is ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ, what is national income? So national income ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ the total value of all goods and services produced in a country during 1 year is called national income. Then what is per capita income? So per capita income is the average income of each individual in the country, which is calculated by national income divided by the total population. And the next one is, what do you mean by tele-shopping? Okay. So the consumer can sit at home and directly buy the goods from the traders through media. It is called tele-shopping. And barter system. So give the meaning of barter system, or what is barter system anta kelidre, people exchange goods for goods without the use of money. And the next question, direct tax. Direct tax andre enu anta? When the tax is paid by an individual, okay, so on whom it is levied, it is called direct tax. Example, personal tax, corporate tax, wealth tax, stamp duty, etc. And indirect tax. So the burden of tax imposed by the government is transferable to others. It is called indirect tax. Then what is e-money? So e-money means the transaction done through electronic means. Okay. Then invisible hunger. Invisible hunger andre eno anta? Hunger ide, invisible hunger ide. So an individual needs requisite quantity of proteins, carbohydrates, fat, vitamins and salts, and if these requirements are not fulfilled, it is called invisible hunger. Then plastic money. So plastic money and the credit and the debit cards through which the transaction and the transfer of money is done is called plastic money. And the next one is budget. So what is budget anta kelidre? So the statement of estimated income and expenditure of a year prepared by the government is called budget. Then what do you mean by deficit budget anta? So deficit budget andre the expenditure is more than the revenue. Then what is fiscal deficit? So fiscal deficit andre the excess of government's expenditure over its revenue receipts and the non-debt capital receipts. And the next one is women empowerment. So in women empowerment andre a process that infuses people with power, that is access to resources, expand individual capacity and power of decision making. So it is called women empowerment. And the next one is, what is a bank? Athwa give the meaning of bank anta. So a company which transacts the business with finance is called bank. And the next one is, what is an entrepreneur? So who is an entrepreneur? So the person who undertakes some activity is called entrepreneur. Then entrepreneurship andre eno anta? So a process of an action of an entrepreneur who undertake to establish his enterprise is called entrepreneurship. Then globalization. Globalization andre enu anta? So globalization is the increasing cross-border movement of goods and services. And the next one, what is, who is a consumer? So the person who buys the goods and services is called consumer. Then consumer right. What do you mean by consumer right anta kelidre? Right to safeguard the interest of consumer. Then what do you mean by inclusive development? Okay. So inclusive development, ensuring that every person is benefited by the process of development. And the next one is, what is sustainable development? So preserving the natural resources and the environment for the benefit of the future generation is called sustainable development. And in sociology, mob. What is a mob? So collection of people who have assembled at particular point without prior plan and gathered to express some decision is called mob. And next one is the social stratification. So method of dividing people into different strata and then assigning the different roles and status in society. And the next one is the specialization. So give the meaning of specialization and what is specialization anta kelidre, having deeper knowledge and in-depth skill in one particular field is called specialization. And the next one is mob violence. Mob violence andre enu anta, when the behavior of mob turns violent. So mob ಹಿಂಸಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ರೂಪ ತಳೆದ್ರೆ ಅದು mob violence anta. And the next one is the environmental movement. The scientific movement aimed at preserving the biological system is called environmental movement. And the next one is what is women movement. So oppose the patriarchal values, exploiting the women and creation of inequality on the basis of gender is called women movement. And the next one is the labor movement. So the movement that is held through the trade unions is called labor movement. And the next one is give the meaning of child labor. So child labor, children below the age of 14 years are working for the financial consideration. Andre ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ work ಮಾಡೋರನ್ನ, so below 14 years it is called child labor. Then hunger. The necessary calorie of food is not available for the individual is called hunger. Then gender discrimination. What do you mean by gender discrimination? So gender is a concept that is used to describe the men and the women. So discriminate adaga it is called gender discrimination. And they give the meaning of child marriage. So the marriage that takes place between a boy of below 21 years and a girl who is below 18 years is called child marriage. And the next one is child trafficking. So any human being below 18 years is employed, transferred, shifted, sheltered, sent and owned with the intention of exploitation is called child trafficking. And the next one is female feticide. So an attempt to stop the natural growth of a female fetus in the womb of a mother is called female feticide. Then soil erosion. So refers to the removal of top soil by the natural agents is called soil erosion. And the next one is the conservation of soil. So give the meaning of conservation of soil anta kelidre. So protection of soil from erosion and preservation of the fertility of the soil. And the next one is biosphere reserve. So give the meaning of biosphere reserve andre. So a special category of protected area of land is called biosphere reserve. Then irrigation. So give the meaning of irrigation andre. The artificial supply of water for the purpose of agriculture is called irrigation. Then inundation canal. So what do you mean by inundation canal? Andre water is drawn directly from the river without building a dam. Okay. Then perennial canals. So perennial canals andre. So the dams are constructed across the rivers and water is stored in the reservoir and used for agriculture through canals. Yavaglo hariyuತ್ತಿರೋದು perennial andre. Then unemployment. So it is a situation where a person does not find work in accordance to his capacity. Then corruption. So corruption means offering bribe and following any other illegal means to achieve some illegal benefits. The next one is give the meaning of communalism. So segregation in the name of religion and creating hatred and cultivating opposite self-interest is called communalism. And corporate strategy. Give the meaning of corporate strategy anta kelidre. A group administrative measures undertaken by a company to achieve a predetermined target or the goal. Then disarmament. What do you mean by disarmament anta? So the process of elimination of specific arms step by step is called disarmament. Then arms race. Arms race andre enu anta? So the competition between the countries to production and stockpiling of weapons. Okay. And in coming to geography, Indian land resources in the sumaru 1 mark question ide. So land use. Land use and the distribution of land for different uses such as the forestry, cultivation, buildings, etc. It is called land use. Then give the meaning of agriculture. So agriculture means tilling of the soil for rising food crops. Then subsistence farming andre enu anta? So the production of crops is consumed almost by the farmers' family members. It is called subsistence farming. Then shifting farming. What do you mean by shifting farming anta? So a patch of forest is cleared and burned to the cultivated for a few years until the fertility of the soil is reduced. Then sedentary farming. Meaning of sedentary farming, it is cultivation of land at a fixed location. And the next one is intensive farming. So a large amount of capital and labor are applied per unit of land. Then commercial farming. Commercial farming andre enu anta? So a system of farming in which the crops are grown for the market. Then mixed farming. The meaning is agriculture involving the cultivation of crops and livestock rearing. Then plantation farming, it refers to the cultivation of single crop on a large estates for the market. And dry farming, a method of farming carried on in areas which receives the scanty rainfall. Scanty means very less rainfall anta. Then humid farming. So humid farming means it refers to the cultivation of crops in areas which receive sufficient rainfall. Then irrigation farming means a method of farming under which the crops are grown with the help of irrigation. Then crop season. Crop season andre enu anta? The proportion of areas under the different crops at a particular period of time is called crop season. Then kharif season. Okay, so the crops grown during the rainy season is called kharif crop or the kharif season. Then rabi season or the rabi crop andre, the sowing takes place in the October and November when the northeast monsoon begins. Then zaid season or zaid farming andre enu? The crops are grown in between the kharif and the rabi season or the rabi crops is called zaid season. Then cropping pattern. Cropping pattern andre enu anta? So a region refers to the proportion of an area under different crops at a given time. Then horticulture. So horticulture andre enu? The intensive cultivation of fruits, vegetables, flowers, medicinal and aromatic plants is called horticulture. Then floriculture. So floriculture, it is cultivation of flowers for commercial purpose. Okay, so I think these are all important 1 mark questions that are helpful for your exams. And before concluding this session, so I want to give some tips to the students to score more marks in social science. Okay, so above average students ಅವರು ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ so math question bandaga, so you have to draw a map. Okay, so main use pencil. Okay. So in exam, students will use pen also for drawing a map. So don't use pen. So use pencil and always put a box. Okay. So ಈ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ you have to draw India map. Okay. So ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay. So and always show the directions. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಕೋದನ್ನ ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. Okay. North, south, east, west, and along with that remember means don't forget writing the Andaman Nicobar ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಕ್ಷದ್ವೀಪ್ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾರ ಅಂಡಮಾನ್ ನಿಕೋಬಾರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋದ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡಮಾನ್ ನಿಕೋಬಾರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೊ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೊ ಈ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಆಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಡ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ I told you have to write about 8 to 10 sentences. 8 to 10 sentences. ಯಾವ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀರಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 8 to 10 sentences. Okay. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಬುಕ್ಲೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ here. Okay. Like question number 1. Then points you have to write either you have to write A or ಈ ರೋಮನ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್. ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೋದು ಆತರ ಎ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ತರ ರೋಮನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 2 3 4 ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 8 to 10 points. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಬೋಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ so Subhash Chandra Bose was a revolutionary patriot. Underline the revolutionary patriot. Okay. Then he established INA. Underline INA. So he attended the Haripura session. Underline Haripura session. He was popularly called Netaji. Underline Netaji. So like that you have to follow the mark the underline the important points. Okay. So ಈ 4 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸೊ ಲೀವ್ 1 ಲೈನ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದನೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೀವ್ 1 ಲೈನ್ ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನದರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಒಳಗೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ರೈಟ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ದೆನ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 8 to 10 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 6 ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 7 to 8 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೈಗೆತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಡೆದಾಕಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೀಚಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಥವಾ ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತಾ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ 1 ಲೈನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಬ್ಬಿಶ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪುಟ್ 1 ಲೈನ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎನಫ್. ಸೊ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸೊ 7 to 8 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಟು 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 3 to 4 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 4 ಪದ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಸಾಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಓವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಆತರ ನೀವೇನ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 4 words. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು 4 words ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ 2 marks. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 3 to 4 sentences. ಸೊ 3 to 4 sentences. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ, ಈಗ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ 6-7 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾರ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆ ಲೆಸನ್ ಇಂದ 2 marks ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದೆ. 2 marks ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಂತ 2 marks ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 7 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರೀಬಾರ್ದು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿ 3 to 4 points. 4 points ಬರೀರಿ, 3 ಬರೆಯಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ 3 to 4 points ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 2 marks. Then 1 mark questions are there. Okay, so 1 mark questions ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಐರನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಐರನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆತರ 1 mark ಗೆ ಐದರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ 1 word ಆರ್ 1 sentence. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ MCQ. ಸೊ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, MCQ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಬರ್ದು ಇನ್ 4 ಪೇಜ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊನೆ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೊಂದು 3 ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ MCQ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದೇ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1, 2, 3, 4 ಅಂತ ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ MCQ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ MCQ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ರು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ MCQ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. ಸೊ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ 4 alternatives are given for each of the following statement or incomplete words ಅಥವಾ words or incomplete statements ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Choose the most appropriate alternative from that and write the answer along with its alphabet ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾರೆ ಆ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ನಾ, ಬಿ ನಾ, ಸಿ ನಾ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಗೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವೇನಾನ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ರು ನಂಬರ್ ಕಳೆದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ನ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ MCQ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8 MCQನು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಬರೆಯೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್, ಈಗ ಏನೇನಿದೋ ಸಮ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 marks ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ನ ಬರ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 4 marks ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ 4 marks ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಏನು, ಸೊ 8 to 10 points ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 8 to 10 points ಅನ್ನ ಬರ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬೇಕಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ 1 sentence. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು 4 marks ಗೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತೀರಾ? ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ 5 to 6 minutes ತಗೋತೀರಾ. ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರು ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ 5 to 6 minutes. ಸೊ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ನೇ ಅಳ್ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಒಂದ್ 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದು ಗುರುತಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 5 minutes. ದೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ 4 marks, ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 4 questions ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಆ 4 question 6 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 6 4s are 24, ಬೇಡ 30 minutes ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ 30 minutes ಏನ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ, 4 marks questions ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 to 10 minutes ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಓಷನ್, ಅರೇಬಿಯನ್, ಬೇ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ 4 marks ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 to 10 minutes ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದೆಷ್ಟು, ಸೊ 2.25 ಗಂಟೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ 3 marks, 3 hours. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, 9 questions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ 9 questions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 3 marksಗೂ 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಗೆ 5 ನಿಮಿಷನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 45 minutes ಆಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ 60 minutes. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 1 hour ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ 3 marks ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ, 9 questions ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 2 marks. 2 marks ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಷ್ಟು, 8 questions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ 3 to 4 sentences. ಸೊ 3 to 4 sentences ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಸೊ ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು 5 ನಿಮಿಷನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 8 5s are 40. 40 minutes. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1 mark. ಸೊ 1 mark ನೀವು ಬರಿತೀನಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬರಿತೀನಿ, 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರು. ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ MCQ. ಸೊ MCQ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೂಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 8 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಆ ಪದ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 3 hours ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 5 4 5 6 12 13 14 15 165 minutes ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೈಮು ಉಳಿಯತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಹರಿಬರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ನ ಬರೆಯಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3-4 marks ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ನ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತರೋ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, 48 marks ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 4 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 8 marks. ಈ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಲೋ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಅವರು. ದೆನ್ 1 mark ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, 4 ಬರೀತಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4. MCQ ನಲ್ಲೂ 4 ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4 marks. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, 16. ಸೊ ಈ 48 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 16 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಸ್ 16 ಅಂತಾನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು, ಸೊ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 80 marks ಇನ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ 2 marks 1 mark MCQ. ಸೊ ಇದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಈಗ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಲೆಸನ್ ಇಂದ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆತರ 2 marks ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ 80 marks ಇನ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 80 ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಎಬೋ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಏನೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಡೈಲಿ ಇನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ನ 8ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ 1st July, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 20 days, 20 to 21 days ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ 82.5 degree ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೆನ್ ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಅದ 23.5 degree. ದೆನ್ ಕನ್ಯಾಕುಮಾರಿ, ಇಂದಿರಾ ಕೋಲು, ದೆನ್ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೆನ್ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್, ಈಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಕೊಂಕಣ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್, ಮಲಬಾರ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್, ಕೋರ್ಮಂಡಲ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್. ದೆನ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಗಾ ರಿವರು, ಗೋದಾವರಿ, ನರ್ಮದಾ, ಕಾವೇರಿ, ದೆನ್ ತಪ್ತಿ, ಸಾಬರ್ಮತಿ. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪರ್ಪಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಬಾಕ್ರಾನಂಗಲ್ಲು, ಹಿರಾಕುಡ್ಡು, ಮಹಾನದಿ, ತುಂಗಭದ್ರಾ, ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾಗಾರ್ಜುನ ಸಾಗರ್. ದೆನ್ ಮುಂಬೈ ಹೈ ಈ 8th ಲೆಸನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕೈಗಾ, ತಾರಾಪುರ್, ಅಂಕಲೇಶ್ವರು, ಡಿಗ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೋಲ್ಕಟಾ, ವಿಶಾಖಪಟ್ಟಣಂ, ಚೆನ್ನೈ, ಕೊಚ್ಚಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಮುಂಬೈ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ 5 marks. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಈ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದಾರೋ ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ 2 years ಇಂದ ಏನೇನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೋ ಅದ್ರಿಂದಲೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ಯಾವ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಬೋಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ನೆಹರು ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ತಿಲಕ್, ಮಾಡರೇಟ್ಸ್, ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನರೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ದೆನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 1857 ರಿವಾಲ್ಟ್, ದೆನ್ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಫ್ 1857 ರಿವಾಲ್ಟ್, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ದೆನ್ 4 marks ಗೆ ನಾಜಿ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ದೆನ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯಾಸಿಸಮ್, ದೆನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವಾರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ವಾರ್, then effects of Chinese revolution, then achievements of Lenin and Stalin. That day only I told about this. And apart from this, so ಈಗ 1 mark ಇದ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೇನಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಎಬೋ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ 1 mark ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸನ್ ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯ ಮೂಲೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆತರ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನು ವಾಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೂ, ಈಗ ಡಿಫೈನ್, ನೇಮು, ವೈ, ಹೌ ಆತರ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೆಂಗೆ 1 mark ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 mark ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ರೆಫರ್ಸ್ ಟು, ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ರೆಫರ್ ಅಂತ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು 1 mark ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ರೆಫರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ಈಗ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆತರ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ MCQಗೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬೈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಸ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ MCQ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ 1 mark ಗೆ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು. ಈ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಅಂತ ಬಂದತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದು 1 mark ಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್. ಈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಸ್, ಸೊ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್, ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ though, ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಈ ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ತರ ಬಂದಿರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಈ ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ತರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದರ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಓದಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಈ ತರ ಈ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು, ಹೆನ್ಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್, ಸಿನ್ಸ್, ಆಸ್, ಸೊ, ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್, ದೋ ಈ ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಇಂದ 10 to 12 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರೀಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತಿರೋ ಸೊ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ 3-4 ಲೆಸನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ 10 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್, 10 ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ, ಒಂದು 6 to 8 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 10 to 12. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಗಳ ಸಿಕ್ತಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಸೊ ಈ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದನೂ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ 3-4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಉಳ್ದಿರೋ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೋ ಈ ತರ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಗೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಏಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಏಮ್ ಆಫ್ FAO. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಏಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರು ಅದು 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳುವಂತಹ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಸೊ ಏಮು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ್ಲೂ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಅದನ್ನ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಗಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ MCQ ಆದ್ರೂ ಈ ತರ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೊ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಬಿಲೋ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಅವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯಾವ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್, causes for the battle of Plassey, Buxaru, effects, dual garment. So history first lesson of it is for 2 marks. Okay, then history 5th and 6th lesson, social religious reform movements ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಾರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮರೀದೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ 8th and 7th lesson, ಸೊ 4 marks ಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಆ 8th and 7th lesson ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ತರೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 4-8 marks ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ 2nd and 3rd lesson. I am telling for below average students. Okay, 2 and 3. Then sociology 1st and 2nd lesson. 1st and 2nd lesson sociology. Okay, so social stratification ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲೆಸನ್, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಅನ್ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ದ paid work and unpaid work. Okay, and next geographic ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಲೆಸನ್ ಈ 2 marks ಈಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4th lesson, then 5th lesson, soils of India and forest of India. then ಈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ನೀವ್ ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ್ಲೂ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ life and property. Okay, then destroys the natural vegetation, transport and communication ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ ಅರ್ಥಕ್ವೇಕ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈಕ್ಲೋನ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರ್ದಿರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ 4, 5, 11th lesson it is for below average students. Then economics 3rd lesson, money and credit is that lesson is there. No, only 5 questions are there in that lesson. Okay, the functions of money, then the functions of RBI, then the stages and evolution of money, then the credit control adopted by the RBI. So ಆ lesson ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Then business studies ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ it is first and second lesson. So first lesson bank transactions ಮೊದ್ಲಿಂದಾನು ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. Second lesson entrepreneur, especially the characteristics, so role, functions, then the important personalities adu. Then map question. ಈ map question, so I already told it is for 5 marks. ಸೊ 5 marks ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಈಗ ಏನೇನು ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದ್ನ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 45 marks ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಏನೇನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಈ 4 ಸೆಷನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ 39 ಲೆಸನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಬೇಜಾರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ ಭಯ ಪಟ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 60 marks in your exams, and all the best for your exams. Do well.